What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean and Green Lawn Service in South Georgia. I am not cutting any grass today. If you can see in the background here, here's my trailer. It is unloaded. I'm about to go to the school this morning and help my wife. She's moving classrooms, and well, the way they have wings on the school, like these long hallways, and she's at the end of one on this side, close to an exit door, and going to a room close to an exit door on the other side of the school. And so we're not gonna roll all that stuff down the hallway. I got me a couple of young guys gonna come help me, and we're gonna take this trailer and back up close as we can. We're gonna load all that stuff up, and we're gonna get it moved. So I just wanted to I want to share that with you, but I want to show you something this morning. Irrigation in the yard. What are you doing for irrigation? I know a lot of people got in-ground, irrigation, all that, but maybe that's not an option for some people maybe watching this video, and you've been looking at something or thinking about something different. You move sprinklers around the yard. Whatever you do is fine, but I want to show you what I got here on my property. So here we go. Here is a shot of my front yard. Now that little bare spot that you'll notice there, that's our driveway. We drive in and out of there. It's hard. It's got a lot of rock in it, so it's only going to be so good. And I go over to about this telephone pole here and then back out this way. This is my, I'm sorry for all the shadow. This is my front yard. Now the backyard, I don't do anything with it, but I want to show you what I use to irrigate with. This right here is a Nelson. I got this on Amazon. In fact, I just ordered one for one of my customers last night. It was $55. I think here, I guess maybe in Georgia I had to pay some tax or something. It come out to be $60 and some change, I think. You can see I went all the way out to the road, or close to the road as I wanted to go, right? And all you do is you run the water hose where you want this thing to go, and it just pulls a hose behind itself. The specs on it says it will cover up to about 50 feet in width. Depending on what you got right here, you got these arms, and you can loosen that nut. If you turn that arm down more, it's going to shoot out. It'll have a wider span on it, but it'll put down less, obviously less water. If you turn it up more, it's going to shoot more up in the air, put down more water, but cover less area. The other thing you can do, if you put it, you probably won't be able to see it. Well, you can. You got a low, a neutral, and I got it on high. And that's just the speed you run it at. I read somewhere, and don't hold me to this, but that if you put it on low and you had a medium span on it, kind of like I got here, that it would put down 1 inch of water. Now, I don't know that for sure. I mean, the best way to test see how much water you're putting down is to put a container out that's a cylinder type container, and just see how much water it gets in it when this passes over it. But see, it waters from the front, and then it waters again when it goes behind it. So it's a good little tool. I'm going to show you just a little bit of action of it here real quick. I'm going to turn it on for you in just a second, but this is the stop for it. And it's got a little plunger right here. Basically, this rolls up over this little ramp, and when this hits this incline here, it pushes that plunger in, and so it automatically shuts off too. Now I'm going to turn it on for you and get you a little bit of footage. I got it pretty close to that thing. It probably won't take long for it to shut off where I got it at. But that's it running right there. Where I'm at right now, it is just barely reaching my feet. In fact, if I go in a little bit, you'll see probably some wet spots. There's a couple on my shoes now from where it's hit. But there it went. See, it rolled up on that ramp right there, and it shut the water off. So it's automatic. You can turn it on. As I was saying, I hate talking with the camera facing the other way if I don't need it to be. You can set this on a timer. You can put a timer. So if you say, well, I want to water at 3 o'clock in the morning. Well, you can put a timer on your hose, lay this all out in your yard, you know, where you want it, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning, your timer will turn on at the spigot, allow water to go to it, and if it takes it an hour to make the pass, or 2 hours, or whatever it might be, it'll come down to that little ramp there. That plunger will go in, and it'll shut off on its own. So, now, my front yard is probably one pass on this thing will almost cover my front yard. So my front yard's probably only like 60 feet, maybe from the beds to the road. This side over here is probably more like, you know, 80 foot or something like that, and I make a couple of runs on it. But literally, I can, I don't know if you can get any idea here, but 2 runs on this side and 1 around in the front yard, and you know, and maybe 4 total if I want to make sure I do really, really good, and it'll cover my whole property. So usually what I do is I run it in the evening or at night, and I make a run, and then the next night I do a different area, and you know, it's not a whole lot of dragging hose around. I mean, that's just an option if you want something automatic that would move. It is this Nelson tractor. Again, you can get it on Amazon. I'm not sponsored by them. I won't get a dime of money for it. I bought this in July 2019. It has worked really well for me, and I am recommending it to my customers that have small properties. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with y'all. Hope you have a great day. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you and that you might see all of your blessings as from